Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
And welcome once again to the RV Hour. I'm Larry McNamara, CEO, host, and lead investigator.
Wayne Adams, co-host and producer.
And Brandon, and I love you.
And he does love you.
I love him.
As we all do, as you can feel it emanating from the room.
That's right. You got on the head.
So it's
I love it.
I believe it's time to shuck and jive. We're at episode 125.
Oh, wow.
Boy. I dug deep for that one, ladies.
That was first, dude.
So, if you're just new to tuning in, which I hope you are, I hope we can keep you entertained with all the RV facts and figures that we have to discuss.
Yeah, we got a
from
good
the
one.
dealer's point of view.
That's right.
So we try and remind everybody why people love RVing so much.
Bum, bum, bum.
And also, we have 3 giant RV dealerships
That we do?
that are full self-serve. One in Palm Bay to our south and I-95. One north of us at the Ormond Beach store and I-95. And then one on West Colonial Drive in Winter Garden, our flagship, so to speak, our original.
The trifecta.
That's right.
So we have a feature where we're going to do Mythbusters, basically.
Yeah, so I got to, is that why you're in your outfit?
That's what, well,
Because you look great. You look great.
I think it makes me look a little more intelligent.
the pipe does.
Yeah, excellent. And the beard.
Oh, man.
Got the beard, see?
Although wearing the headphones sideways, probably not a smart look, but hey,
No, it looks good with the hat.
You look like you're either going to like DJ a party or like solve a case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could go either way.
Could go either.
I already solved the major case.
That's it.
Do you know what that was?
What was that?
You want to know what that was?
What is that?
Where to get the best deal and the most bang for your buck. That's Giant Recreation World in one of our 3 locations.
That's
So,
right.
so Dwayne, what are we doing here? We got
So today we got a little bit of Mythbusters,
so
right?
we get to basically. Are you going to ask the question?
Yeah, we could even take turns. It's not it's more we're separating fact from fiction on the road.
I've heard tell that you can park overnight at any Walmart. That is correct. That is false. While Walmart used to allow overnight parking, many locations now prohibit it, and always call ahead or check RV apps like All Stays for up to the date policy.
There you go.
Yep.
All
I know
steps.
the Walmart in my hometown in Ormond Beach stopped doing it because they are at capacity most of the time.
Oh,
I need that out parking for cars.
Wow, man, that's a good one. Yeah.
So,
Was this like full of RVs? Like,
no, full of cars.
oh, full of
They have
Like
no,
they
they don't
shop
have
in days.
those outside parking spots at
Oh, man.
most of the time.
Imagine that pulled up to a Walmart and not having a spot. Like, what am I supposed to do now?
It's unbelievable.
yeah, that's
really wild.
Well, and then it's even worse when you get in there. It's almost like being in a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Only 10 times as big, right?
Now, also, too, didn't we talk once about they were messing RV parks up by letting people stay there? Because you could put an RV park locally out of business by letting everybody stay at the Walmart.
That's probably probably they went to the city board or
yeah.
and complained about such.
Yeah.
You know.
Stop letting that happen.
As would I.
Yeah.
If manufacturers sold direct.
There you go.
Got him.
I should have kept that on the Mythbusters.
That should have been the myth.
All right.
That's the list.
See that?
Should have been the myth list.
That was nice.
You can buy directly from the factory cheaper.
That's a false.
Yeah.
False.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, on to
Look
the
at
next.
the next one, please.
Diesel is always better than gas. Depends.
Oh,
Diesel
Trick
engines
question.
are more
Okay.
powerful and fuel efficient for big rigs, but gas models are cheaper up front and easier to maintain. Depends on your rig size and usage.
Definitely.
I've been told that many a time.
You know, a rule of thumb for do I need a diesel or not is if you're going to drive at least 15,000 miles a year,
Oh, then
I say you probably need a diesel. But
There
if
you
you're
go.
not, save the money up front and
Or
maintenance and all that.
towing something heavy, right? Yeah.
Well, even those Super Cs can pull, well, they're diesel, so I guess I'll just hush up right now.
Solved the case. He solved it. Look,
Solved it. Ladies
that was
and
the
gentlemen.
quickest open and shut case we had on the show.
I've had quicker.
Let's talk about the third myth, Larry. RVing is cheaper than hotel travel. I'm gonna say that's true. When you account for fuel, maintenance, and campground fees, RVing can cost much less when you plan efficiently or boondock. Not in a Walmart, might add. You can also sleep on your own sheets in your RV.
Oh,
You know what you didn't mention is the food.
I
See, people that go camping like to prepare their own meals
Yeah, man.
on the Barbie, out in nature,
Yeah.
enjoying the outdoors and whatnot, Where if you go to a hotel room,
You're eating out.
you have to go to hotel. You have to go eat out all the time,
Every time.
everywhere, and it's not cheap. Everybody knows even a Big Mac costs you $15 now.
Yeah, man.
No more dollars.
Especially around here, Orlando, boy.
Yeah.
Everything is resort fee.
Yeah.
How about do you need a special license to drive an RV?
You need a valid one.
You definitely need.
You do need one.
I'm going to say false in some states.
Yeah.
Some states do require a commercial or special limousine for RVs over a certain weight.
Yep.
Typically 26,000 pounds.
That's it.
So know your state laws if you live in that state. Like California, Maryland, Michigan, North Carolina, Nevada, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, and Texas.
Yeah.
See separate sheet for elaboration.
So
You're
yeah.
going to
So
have this separate sheet available on the website.
yes.
Oh.
So it'll be in the clickable comments section.
All right.
See below.
And that's it's basically just a Class B license is really what it is, and it's all for 26,000 pounds or over. So
Right.
it's a big rig.
And a Class B license is not a
Commercial. It's
Commercial.
non-commercial. Yeah, non-commercial. Now, we always talk about the license and not needing a special, so I had to go a little further on that, and it's only if you're in that state and registered in that state.
Right.
So if you're in
Just
Florida,
traveling
Yeah.
through.
you could drive through Texas, no problem.
so you're just visiting. You don't have to worry about that.
That's
That's it. If you're just driving through,
Pass
visiting,
through or just
no big
coming to
deal.
camp.
Yep.
You're good.
That's cool. I like that.
I do too.
You all right? You want me to grab those for you?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, we're going free.
I'm going to freewheel it. What do you got for us?
I got that you can just dump your tanks anywhere. Obviously, right, guys? No.
That's kind of a common sense when it.
That's very common sense. We're going to say absolutely not.
Absolutely.
It is not only illegal, but it is environmentally harmful. Use approved dump stations only. Many are listed in the RV apps, like Allstays that we just mentioned earlier.
There you go.
Good app. Good app for that.
And almost all of the big what is it, rest areas?
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
interstates
they have.
have them right there.
Oh, God. Do they charge for that, Larry, at most
No,
of them?
they don't.
Oh, that's cool.
Campgrounds, most of them do.
Or the rest stop will not.
Right.
Rest stops
Rest
easier.
stops do not.
Oh, do they have water hookups, like clean them out after and
They have a
everything?
hose right there, a hose bib with a hose on it, and a sprayer.
Great. So that's really the move right
And
there.
make sure you don't cut any corners. Make sure you attach your hose, put a weight on it,
Yeah, man.
or a suey piggy.
Yeah.
We sell those at our
yeah.
stores and all.
Oh, you don't end up like the guy on last week's video, right?
Being Chris's
Nast. That was nast. So, how about this one, huh? Winter RV travel will ruin your rig.
Whoa.
Oh, only if you're not prepared for said travel, my friend.
Yeah, only if you're
And,
unprepared.
with proper insulation, skirting, and heating systems, winter RVing is not only possible but enjoyable.
Ooh.
Even here in Florida, many of our premium products come with heated and enclosed underbellies,
Oh, okay.
so all your tanks stay dry from freezing.
From freezing at all time.
They won't freeze when you're using it.
Well, I duh.
And they have the tank pads too,
Some
right?
of them, if they don't have under enclosed,
Kind
tanks, they have basically a blanket that gets hot that basically sticks to the bottom of the tank.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That is pretty neat.
Turn
It kind
that
of
on.
skirts it and it.
And almost all RVs, every water line is inside. So
So it won't
you
freeze
keep
on
your
that.
internal furnace on, lines won't freeze either.
No, that's pretty good.
It's one of those things we don't have to deal with as much down here, but especially like
It
for
can be a
people that
hassle.
go on a
They have
yeah.
to, they have to
man.
winterize
Mhm.
their systems. And
Yeah.
The hardest part about that is the hot water heater, because if you have a 10.5-gallon water heater, you have to use 10.5 gallons of antifreeze.
Antifreeze in there.
Fill it up, or you simply bypass it and drain it. You know, the pro
one, yeah.
industry know how to do
Oh,
that.
that was a pro move.
That is,
10.5 gallons of bypass. That's pretty
right.
Yeah.
That's
Most of
pretty
the
cool.
time, you can do your whole system with one simple gallon of potable water antifreeze.
Oh,
Make
okay.
sure it's not the yellow stuff that you put in your car.
Oh,
That
different
will kill you.
antifreeze.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
That
Oh,
is
because
toxic.
because you're still drinking out of these water lines and stuff at the end of the day. Yeah.
See? Are you glad I put that?
Oh, you solved the case. Put the yellow stuff in. Then there's a murder. There's a murder article left.
Right.
That's right.
Cleared out a whole RV park.
Larry told me I could just one
On the RV hour. Go ahead, sir.
gallon.
So your fifth wheels are harder to tow than travel trailers. No, they're not. Fifth wheels offer better stability and weight distribution, making them often easier to tow if you have the right truck. And what we've always talked many times, it's the right truck.
Yeah.
The right towing vehicle.
Not only I would say making them often easier.
Mhm.
They're always easier to tow.
Yeah.
A fifth wheel than a travel trailer.
Yeah, man.
When you figure in the ease of hooking it up.
Yeah.
If you have a vented tailgate, that's one with a V knocked in it,
Okay.
so you can back right up to the fifth wheel without getting out. If you have a cool Cedar Creek from Giant Recreation World,
Heck yes.
you have a key
Love that.
fob, so you can raise it and lower it as you're backing it up.
Now that's
I'm just saying.
That is
Just saying.
That sounds easy.
Let's picture this. You back it up, and you can watch it. The kingpin go right in. Oh, I need to raise it a little bit. Push the button, push the key fob, or your phone.
Oh,
Back
right.
up to it. Lock. I always tell people to put a little weight down on it, and then
Right.
give it a little tug. That's the tug test.
Yep.
Not hard enough to collapse the legs on the fifth wheel, but enough to know that it's locked.
There you go.
Then you put all your jacks up. You drive to the campsite.
A lot of
You back it up. You put your jacks down. You auto level it. You pull your truck out from under it. You push the button again. Put your rooms out. Push the button again. Put your awnings out. You haven't even gotten out of your truck.
Not even out of the truck.
Then you do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, like but that's part of the.
That's awesome.
Just,
Man. Heck yeah. All right.
Let's talk about the next big tip for us, okay? RV park Wi-Fi, is it always reliable? I'm gonna say
Always reliable.
always.
It's
Always
RV park Wi-Fi is
is always reliable. Okay, never lets you down. We're gonna say rarely. That's what I say to that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Most RV parks offer Wi-Fi, but it's often slow or unreliable. Always have a backup like a hotspot or a signal booster.
I like often. That's gently putting it.
It's a true story. I've never had sufficient.
Yeah, I don't think it ever works.
Because everybody in the park, right? They're trying to share it, see their Facebook,
Yeah.
see their Netflix, all that jazz, right?
And those campgrounds are not the most spendiest places.
Sure.
They don't have the absolute
Yeah,
premium
power.
daddy. I'm going to have 500 users.
Yeah,
just enough to send an email.
Kids
So-
watching Netflix.
That's right.
You can't live full time in an RV.
What?
Totally false, people.
Totally
I've
false.
said it before that a large percentage, 20% of our sales
Yep.
are people that are going to live in them, whether
sir.
full time or part time.
There you go.
Whatever, they're still going to live in it from time to time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So thousands of people live in full-time RV lifestyle legally. You may just need to set up a domicile state. In Florida, no.
Yeah, right. You could just
No.
post up anywhere.
I think this is a good thing for you to chime into, Mr. F&I guy,
Sure.
finance and insurance.
Sure, I'm here.
Are there restrictions for customers who are going to live in their RV?
There can be, yeah. So we here, because of our relationships that we have with our lenders, we have a few options that can actually finance your RV, even if you're going to be living in it full time. But most lenders do not prefer that. And
wow.
so there's a lot of background forms and things that we have to fill out and sign and send in. If that's going to be the case, as Larry mentioned, is a good percentage. I mean, we even have some people on our team that do it, but there's different products that can protect you if you're living in it and things that are available. So yeah, it's a different type of.
Let me ask you a question on that. Do you, how do you know if somebody is or isn't? Like, do they have to specify? Would you not specify? If it's later on the setup?
Yeah, so it's definitely a gray area.
Gray area. That's all. I guess that's all in there.
So definitely, Yeah, it's a gray area.
It's a gray area.
It's a gray
Enough
area.
said. Let's not even
There's
go.
forms that they had to sign for those specific banks. And
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, man.
we like to believe, that it's your business what you do with the property that you pay for.
Right.
When you take on a 20-year loan, things can change throughout those 20 years, right? Who's to say that
Who's to say?
your whole life? But at least as long as your intentions are pure, we try to make sure we match up your specific situation with what we know you're going to be doing with it, with the best lender for you.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, man.
Sounded kind of political.
That was very well stated. I felt like we might have had the bank rep listening in.
Pretty much.
Just in case, and all proceed goes to 7%.
Right. That's right. Listen.
That's funny.
Let's see. What do we
I
got?
think it's
Julian, I got this one. RV fridges. They work just like home fridges. Ooh. You've ever stayed in an RV, you know that's not quite true. RV absorption fridges cool slower, rely on airflow, and may run on propane. They take longer to get cold and need to stay level.
Yeah.
So no ice cream in the RV. Now, we can argue that, right? Some of these big guys have 12-volt, full-size.
Some of them are 110.
Whoa. So we could. It is a rear fridge,
you
yeah.
know? So, that's the trend now.
It
It's
is.
a residential refrigerator.
Yep.
And a big power inverter to convert your battery power to 110.
To 110.
So that it will run your fridge while you're not plugged in.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Back in
man.
the old days, you had 2- and 3-way refrigerators. Some of them even 4-way.
Really? What's a 4-way?
Well, you had electric.
Mhm.
Then you had gas.
Mhm.
Then you had 12-volt.
Mhm.
And then you had ice bags.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I was like, I've never heard of this 4th way.
What is this for?
That's slick. That's very slick.
And those were, back in the day, those were all absorption refrigerators.
Yeah,
So
all
it
of them were.
absorbs the heat out of the box with a chemical reaction where
Oh,
it
right.
turns an ammonia gas from a liquid to a solid, and that in turn pulls the hot air from the refrigerator.
From the refrigerator.
That's
Oh,
why
wow,
it
very
takes so
interesting.
much longer.
Scientifically, the most such thing is cold, right? I mean, it's just heat or the
Regular.
missing of heat, right? It's like,
Absence of heat.
that's right, the absence of heat.
absence of
Absence. I had to go to Sherlock Larry.
Wearing this outfit for no
Right,
reason.
you think you got that? Go on. That's certified inspector. right?
Yeah, that's pretty good over here.
Let's talk about the next big myth. Let's say campgrounds are always open year round. What do we think? I'm going to say nope.
Nope.
Many close off for the winter or the off season, especially in the northern regions. Make sure you call ahead.
Always.
I'm sure that goes back to
Always.
what you were talking about, Larry, with the winterizing of the tanks and stuff. People probably don't want to be doing that after every camp out.
Well, I mean, if let's say you you're a wonderful campground owner in a destination area in Maine,
Mm-hmm.
that season lasts maybe 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, man.
Other than that, there's 18, 20 feet of snow. So
Yeah.
you don't go camping.
Those guys are probably though booked out, right? There's probably people making those reservations.
Oh,
on
I'm
these,
sure.
right?
Yeah. Especially if it's a nice spot.
Yeah.
And up there, what if you do own an RV? Where do you store it? The
Mhm.
big trend up north is indoor heated storage.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Here in Florida, it's indoor air conditioned or
conditioned
climate
storage.
controlled
Storage.
Mhm. Both of which are more money.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference in the one in Florida is made to be pulled in and out and used all year, where up north, these indoor heated storage areas,
Yeah.
they pack them in like sardines.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't get one out.
All right.
Oh, really? So, yeah.
Can't just drop by and be like, hey, I want to get
No,
my.
you can't get in there because you can't access it.
Oh, wow. That's
mean,
interesting. Yeah, man.
Basically, you take a square building and you just pack as many in them as you can.
And then they just lock it down for
Lock it
winter.
down.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, because
You
you
know
almost think like a boat. Like, hey, I'm going to need that ready for the weekend. Let's get it going.
And I wonder too, Larry, you probably know the answer to this, but like RV dealerships up north, right? Like same? Like, is that
Absolutely.
okay?
Yeah, some of them do close, not for those those lengths of time. So they have on their lot, they have a place to put snow. Like where in Florida, if you develop raw land, you have to have drainage and you have to have usually a retention pond.
Right.
Up north, you have retention areas.
Just
Like in
store
Florida,
snow.
if you're from Florida, you think, man, does that flood in the when it gets right? No.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
snow.
That's for
So
snow.
they bulldoze it into the hole, basically into the area.
Yeah, and then it just sits in that.
Sits in there until it melts for the the next season. But
That's pretty good.
and they also have indoor heated RV shows. So we're coming up on a break. I'm glad you enjoyed my
Wisdom.
and knowledge. And again, this is the RV Hour. We'll be back after a short message.
Summertime is the perfect time to hit the open road with Giant Recreation World. Experience the freedom to go where you want, when you want with an RV. The kids are out of school and the weather's beautiful. Take advantage of special offers, low interest financing, and all perks only at Giant Recreation World. Home with a lifetime warranty. Before you buy, sell, consign, trade up, or rent, get a fair and honest deal at the lowest prices without hidden fees. Make time this summer for a family adventure. Giant Recreation World has got you covered. And Winter Garden Destination Daytona in Palm Bay, or online at giantrecreationworld.com.
So where did we leave off? We were talking about RV Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the RV Hour.
Thank you.
You didn't miss much.
I'm wearing my headset now.
So, hang on. So we were talking winterized
Right.
for RV
Right.
dealers. Right. Do they have to winterize all the units on lot?
Absolutely.
Like that's got to be crazy in itself.
Absolutely.
You
And
think that drives more sales south, that you could get a non-winterized unit? Almost. So let me rephrase that question. I apologize. Does it mess up a unit by winterizing it over the years?
No.
So it wouldn't.
again, that the RV winterization fluid is not toxic.
Gotcha.
And
So
it
there's
doesn't have a
nothing.
taste. So it doesn't taint your system.
And
Yeah.
Larry, don't ours come in winterized too? Like I know sometimes when customers are a lot, they
Where are ours made?
Yeah,
Indiana.
So when they build the RV in the winter,
It's already.
they pre-winterize it. So when they put it out in the airfield, waiting for a dealer or a transportation company to come pick it up and deliver it,
right.
it doesn't get to the dealer frozen.
Yeah, because sometimes you see that pink liquid or whatever, and customers will be like, "Oh, did someone spill Gatorade?" Right?
And that's
So,
what that is.
I have a funny story about that.
What?
I've complained about many times that the manufacturers will do cool stuff when they introduce new model years.
Okay.
Things that we haven't seen before. And there isn't like any tutorial that we get to talk about these cool things.
All right.
Well, last year, one of the cool new things was, have you ever been to a bar and they take a glass and they push it on this thing and it sprays water and cleans the glass?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
Well, some RVs have that now.
Ah.
So while we're displaying them out on the lot, a customer sees that thing, what's that, and pushes it. Well, guess what?
It's shut.
Sometimes the system is still pressurized
Oh, jeez.
and it has that pink stuff in it. So it goes bloosh, and now we have a shine pink ceiling.
Oh my God.
Again,
Did they get covered in?
there was no
Oh,
owner's
Lord.
manual that said,
Please do not.
please bleed the system before putting it on the lot, or
Or you think they'd have like a sticker, maybe like,
Yeah.
"Don't
And-
push this splash zone." You know what I mean?
especially for us that don't really know what that cool thing is.
Yeah. We just want to touch stuff. We're like,
Yeah,
So again, funny story, but
that is.
that's funny.
Imagine being the customer too, man.
Yeah.
That must have been embarrassing.
well, they probably go,
Get out! Hurry! Everybody out!
They saw the "you break, you buy" sticker. They wrote it.
Walk back in like, is this supposed to be pink?
whose turn is it?
All right.
Big doing.
Campgrounds numbers. You must buy a new. Okay. So you must buy a new RV to avoid problems. Wrong-o. So pre-owned RVs, especially those that are well maintained, can be reliable and more affordable. Plus, new ones have no. Oh, plus. Okay, here we go. New ones can also have bugs.
That's right.
Not
So
can.
do.
Do.
Yeah, so.
And when we say bugs, we mean issues within, not actual insects.
Well, that's why we set up that little knockout appointment for them the day they buy.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Then you get your customer orientation. We set you a appointment for 60 to 90 days out
There you go.
in our service department. We
Yep.
call that the shakedown appointment.
Hey.
And also, most of the warranties offered by the manufacturer
Mhm.
only give you 90 days
Yep.
for adjustments.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So
Cabinets awnings,
cabinet awnings, everything.
slide outside of
you know.
adjustment. Got to get that 90-day window.
You got to get in that
Yeah,
window,
man.
or the warranty's not going to pay.
Okay.
So we preemptively set the appointment for the customers, and
So that they can check everything.
again tell them why.
Yeah.
And, most of them keep them.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So
That's interesting. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Very cool. Let's talk about this. I've heard solar power can run everything. I would say to that, only if your setup is robust. Solar is great for charging batteries, but usually can't run AC or microwaves without large inverters and battery banks.
Yes.
We have some units that can do that, can't we? Don't we have?
It's,
Oh, it's a package, I think. What's one of the Bs? Which one is like a lithium package?
yeah, if you have the lithium battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this says all the time.
Right.
They're mostly used for when you're not plugged in.
Yeah.
You can use them for a time.
Yeah, a short period of time, right? Yeah.
But you do have to recharge those lithium batteries. The engine will do it too. So with proper planning and all that, you can do it. But that kind of defeats the purpose. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I've heard with the solar. It's the batteries you're
I
charging.
like the RVs with the lithium package and also an onboard generator.
Oh, there you go. Best of both.
Because what happens? What happens if it's raining?
Yeah.
How well does solar work in the clouds and the rain?
Yep.
Not too well.
Or most campgrounds, right? I mean, especially if you're like a state park or something, your spot is under trees.
Yeah, you're in a
Right.
forest area.
Mm-hmm.
Not good for your satellite either.
Yeah.
You know, so there you have it.
Very.
You answered your own question. So bigger is always better. You're darn right.
Damn right it is.
Actually, no, it says not always.
All right, sorry.
Oh,
Smaller rigs offer more maneuverability and access to off-grid spots. Know your travel style before you buy.
There you go.
So that little Class C that was featured
Yeah.
by our salesman here in our Winter Garden store,
Or wins.
it'll fit right in a parking spot.
Yes.
No, it's not a van camper either. It's a Class C
I see.
with the cab over bunk.
One of our sales guys tried to fit into the pass-through storage yesterday. To
How'd it
see if
work?
we could. He's rather large. He couldn't make it all the way, but
was it David?
It was.
I knew it.
It's quite a big pass-through though.
Yeah.
You know, he's just 6'4", and
That's
you
right.
know, it just couldn't get all the way in there. But
Built like a brick crab house. Like.
yeah, that is
Unbelievable.
all right. So
I always tell people, if you're gonna live in the rig full time, bigger is always
Oh yeah.
better.
oh yeah, I'd agree.
But if you're a weekend warrior, it doesn't make sense
Yeah.
to do that. You know.
Yeah, man.
So make sure you speak with our sales representatives,
Definitely.
who are always no pressure, no hassle. They're there to help, and they will ask you questions to find out how to steer you to the RV that'll fit your wants and needs the best.
Yeah, that's really
And
it.
also, they don't take you to the most expensive one.
Yep.
Some people, that's what they want to see, but
Yes.
most
Yeah.
people, I want the most I can get for the least amount of money. Can you help me out?
Mhm.
And they're certain, just like anybody. They want to take the least line of resistance.
No kidding.
So
And I think that's why that Class C is doing so well. So many people are trying to get the B van to fit in the spots, and that
Yeah.
Class C, man, you get the space and the size.
that's right.
Still fits in a spot, and you have overhead bunk, got a nice F-350 Ford. It's pretty fancy.
Quite nifty.
All right, on to the next here. So, towing with an SUV is safe for any trailer. So, that is kind of true. So, it's only within tow limits. So, always check your tow vehicle's capacity, tongue weight, and use weight distribution sway control when needed. We've
That's
watched plenty of video on that.
Well, a lot of the smaller SUVs have a 4-cylinder and a front-wheel drive,
Oh,
and they can pull maybe 1,000 pounds.
yeah, man.
So there's really not any trailer that they can pull,
That can
other than like one of those teardrops that's not fully self-contained.
yeah.
You know, you might as well just put a tent in the
In the car.
in the storage area of your car, right?
Yep. A little man.
Pull the teardrop or just stay in the back seat.
That's right.
Wow. Put the seats down.
Let's
All right,
talk
you got
about this one. I've heard everything stays put while driving.
True.
That just doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
So if you collect swords,
Yeah.
you don't want to probably stack them up in the back bedroom, or
Who told you about my sword collection?
Collect
medieval swords,
Yeah.
lances,
Define-
maces,
No, they're all wooden swords. I got a whole mess of wooden.
Yeah, I only do the new gen swords, 2010 and newer. You know, they need some better cut of steel personally for me. But no, without proper storage or securing your items, you'll have a mess on arrival. Mostly your swords, bungee cords, anti-slip liners, and latches are your friends.
Latches are your
Absolutely.
friends. Latch your friends.
Latch your friends up.
Those
Take them
things,
camping.
you know, if you have to slam on the brakes, those things are impediments that can impale you.
What else can impale you?
It's
Especially
always
if they're swords.
Swords, yeah. And always on an RV trip, there's always that, doesn't matter whether it's a squirrel or somebody.
Well, you know, the exit's coming up in half a mile.
Yeah.
So Mr. Camry in the left lane is like,
always.
I'm getting behind that guy right there. Throw some brakes and
Still get the jerk every time.
These Class A will stop quickly.
I love watching those videos where the people do that against a semi truck.
Oh, no, that never ends well.
It never ends well.
Yeah, it's a company vehicle, buddy.
Stopping middle lane.
That's
They're like,
right.
I gotta can't miss the exit.
Yep.
All right, how about all RVs come with generators?
Oh,
It's not true.
not true.
Only some motorhomes include generators. Many travel trailers and fifth wheels do not. You'll need to add one if you want to use one. But what did I do?
No, this guy's, I think we're bored him over there. I just heard.
We didn't hear nothing, but he was summoning. He was summoning a spell.
Aw.
It's in
So-
awe of that.
Yeah, I was in awe.
Generators.
And I'll even go further. You can't just buy one of those portable generators.
Why is that?
Run your RV for many reasons. But number one, they're loud
Yeah,
as
that's it.
and you have to have them outside because they need to breathe,
Like
with the
ventilate.
overhill,
Yeah.
overheat, and rarely are they large enough. Like for a big fifth wheel with 3 air conditioners,
Mm-hmm.
you need like a 6.5 kW.
Yeah.
And it'll use a lot of fuel, so you need to have an onboard fuel tank also.
There you go.
Not just a, the tank that's on a portable one is maybe a couple gallons.
Yeah, you're not getting much out of that.
No,
Yeah, man.
that's not good enough. You need
Yeah.
a real generator, and you need it with the transfer switch, and all, and people don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
But I think that is something you just don't realize how that's connected. Like when you see the older RVs or a guy who built his own RV out of a van, always has that portable generator on the back, and you can see like that doesn't really look like it should be there. That's a proper. It's just like how the exhaust runs, the noise of it. It's interesting.
Portable generators. You also have to plug your landline into the generator,
Oh yeah,
and while you're
That-
pulling down the road,
yeah. You can't run that.
how you do that?
Yeah, I don't think you could run that. That's probably illegal. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Because even in the older ones, didn't you have to like plug the shore power cable into, like you said, was it the transfer switch, like inside a compartment bay?
Well, if your RV was not equipped with the automatic transfer switch, and that means when the generator's running, it senses that and switches to that
From shore power
as the
to.
power source.
Okay.
And then if, let's say, you turn it off, it'll switch back to your shore cord
Mhm.
that hopefully you're plugged in at that time.
Oh,
But, some RVs had basically a 50 amp plug wired in to the same compartment as your shore cord, so you can plug it into that, just like you were pretending that's the shoreline power that you got at the campground, and the generator powers that. So you could wire that in your fifth wheel if you want,
Well,
But,
all right.
the automatic transfer switch is the way to go.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't
Yeah.
kidding.
It's just way easier as it sounds like.
Yeah.
And you got to think about there's a lot of technology and electronics involved. So if you have a home generator for the hurricanes,
Mhm.
a whole home generator,
Right.
There's a lot of things you have to do in order to wire that in to your house.
Into the house, yeah.
Number one, you can't let the power backfeed
Oh, okay.
because that's dangerous for people that may be running wires now. The people on those power trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Because they like
shoot
shoot back out to them
It
while
would
they're
power. It'll backfeed. So you need that an automatic switch that takes that house feed power out of the equation.
Okay. Very interesting, man. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked many times because of the hurricanes and that of setting up like the outside home
Right.
generator.
There's many levels of home generators and all that, but
Yeah.
you can get it that the minute the power goes out, it turns on, kind of like hospitals have.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, man. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's good to
You
have.
can do that at home, but it's not cheap. Have you ever priced that?
It's gonna be pricey.
Expanse.
Yeah.
30, $50,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
No thanks. I'll be sitting in the dark with a flashlight.
Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hot though.
You know, a flashlight?
I'll be at Larry's house.
$8. $8 for a flashlight,
Talking
bro.
about hot.
Yeah.
You ever showered by flashlight?
Oh,
It's incredible. It's an incredible feeling.
We have a pool, so you know.
Oh, you cheater. You
Yeah.
cheated.
Nothing like.
That doesn't count.
All right. We got who's you got next? Who's next? That's me. Boondocking is illegal. Incorrect. Boondock, also known as free camping, is legal in many national forests, BLM lands, and select public spaces. Just follow leave no trace principles. Don't leave that trace.
Leave no trace,
That sounds
or
good.
Detective Larry will crack the case.
Right. Well, apparently you can camp anywhere in Alaska. What?
Wow. Is that on here? Hold on.
Can we just pull in Joe's driveway and just
Absolutely.
just camps?
There's no ordinances.
Oh, yeah,
There's no ordinance.
Oh, wait, no. It's only on what? Private property or something, right? Wasn't that? We went over that. I'm like,
I feel like we did on
we went over. Yeah, there was a
talked
private
about it.
property something. This is a test. I don't know.
If it's posted,
It posted. That's what. Unless it's posted. Unless
it's posted.
That sounds right.
That's what it was. Unless it's posted.
this is perfect for you.
Yeah. Oh, you guys lined this up.
It's all a test. Are you
You
ready?
can't finance an RV over 10 years old. The answer is you absolutely can.
You can.
Many lenders offer financing in RVs up to 15 years old, some even older, which is absolutely true, depending on condition and dealer.
Oh,
That is absolutely the case.
That is true.
That is
Very
absolutely the
interesting.
case. We have
I never
lenders.
knew.
We have lenders that have no age requirement, only a mileage requirement.
Well, you have to think about it. If they have 20-year financing available on an RV, it makes sense that they'll finance an RV that's 20 years old,
that
right?
makes sense. You ain't kidding.
Makes you go,
Things that make you go,
How about RVers are all old retirees?
How dare you, sons?
That's not true at all. Families, remote workers, digital nomads, solo travelers of all ages now embrace the RV lifestyle.
That they do. There you
And
go.
yeah, the remote workers is one of the biggest field segments.
Yeah.
Everybody, the nurses, the linemen, all that kind of stuff. They live in RVs all the time
Yeah, man.
and have all families and shapes and sizes.
mhm.
One thing I noticed this year at the RV shows
What you got?
that the families with the strollers and the kids was not as prevalent.
Yeah,
So I-
fair.
That segment of our buyer was hurt the most with the basically the downturn.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
I agree.
I that's one thing I noticed, and that's just something I pondered. I'm like, man,
So is that even gone across the board for the smaller units? Like
all,
not even getting picked up as much because of
I don't see the families themselves actually buy those small ones as a rule.
Yeah,
The
agree.
smaller ones are the singles,
yeah. First time.
his and hers, him and
Oh yeah.
that's
First-
pretty much it. First
Con-
timers maybe.
Yeah.
And then they find out real quick after they've been in a rainstorm for all weekend. Man, I need something like I can't even breathe in here.
You get about 3 or 4 trips and trade it in.
That's right. We try to tell them.
We do. Try to tell them.
Must like go a little bit bigger. All right.
You take us out. Take
So
us
here we
home.
go. For so if you've got any myths, anything you'd like us to try to bust here, we got Larry on the case.
Right.
Call in the RV hour or comment below. We love hearing your comments. And we might feature it on our next episode.
That's right.
That sounds
Get
good.
you guys out there. Yeah.
I'll
man.
make you famous.
Hey,
right.
come on.
You'll join our 83 viewers.
That's right.
I think we might have more than that.
No, we did good on these last couple. We're doing really well.
Maybe it's the new format, folks.
I'm telling you.
I can feel like I'm part of the family now.
I think it's Brandon telling everybody he loves them.
We love you.
We love you so much. Welcome to the RV Hour.
Everybody loves love. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome. So, comment below some myths. Comment what you want to see from us.
Absolutely.
Comment who had the best outfit, Larry. Bro.
I definitely have the best outfit,
Yeah.
although the big blooper when my headphone fell off.
That is a blooper right there.
It might not. It might even just cut it right out.
We might not even notice that.
Might not even notice.
I
it.
think we can clip it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, on a side note, I was interested because you had a professional,
Oh yeah.
sound guy
Mm.
Audio visual.
involved in our setup.
Oh yeah.
He basically said, "For what you guys do,
You good?
you good."
That's cool.
Yeah. He made me nervous a couple of times. Like, whoa, that's what you guys had?
Oh. Well, let me ask this too. How did our Tiffen test drive event go for Father's Day? How was that? The lot looked beautiful.
Yeah,
think
it was, so you have to understand it was kind of a tiptoe event to make sure it was something we could do, would do, should do.
Sure.
For what we did, we had a good turnout. There were 4 drives, 1 sale, nothing over the moon, but for what we did, I think it worked well.
That's great. I saw some good videos from the Tiffen reps, I want to say, was out there and stuff.
Yeah,
so
True.
that's super cool.
They were
Everybody
making moves.
came out, looked really good. The setup looked really
And
good.
I think that's going to be the plan for the next one, is to not just make it Tiffen only, because we have multiple manufacturers.
Sure.
They also agreed that we could get everybody involved, have a bigger show.
Do like a little lot promo almost. Okay,
Right.
very cool.
Yeah.
Or at least let people know that if you're thinking about buying a drive-it motorhome,
Come on down.
come on down.
Yeah, cool. That's really it. And it's a lot of people don't realize that they can drive them, so it gives that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and congratulations to the new Tiffen diesel pusher on it.
Yeah.
Larry,
It can happen.
I love you.
We love you.
All right, we'll be right back.
Giant Specialty Vehicles is Winter Garden's #1 golf cart dealership. Choose from multiple brands to match your budget, including advanced EV golf carts starting at just $79.99. Or check out the Magix or Atlas. Escape the heat in their air-conditioned showroom and try before you buy. And rent a golf cart for your next adventure. Need repairs? If you're local, it's only $20 to have your cart picked up and brought in for service. Or if you're a do-it-yourselfer, explore their parts and accessories store. Giant Specialty Vehicles. Find out more at giantspecialtyvehicles.com.
All right, hey, welcome back, RV Hour. Yeah, we got Larry, we got Dwayne, and we got Brando.
I love you.
He loves you, and I love the guy that bought the new ticket.
That's true.
And so,
Tiffen owner.
yeah. So with that being said,
Take it safe.
RV Hour, episode 125.
Here we go.
And I believe we're gonna watch some reactionary video
Love
that
this.
only one of us has seen.
That's right.
So if he does any reactions, they're gonna be disingenuous.
Totally unauthentic.
Totally unauthentic.
So
All right, so taking us out here, we are stuck in the sand. A lot of these have to do with getting stuck in the sand.
I think this was at Cocoa Beach. I imagine,
And go.
So, oh my goodness.
Okay, he's got the right vehicle on the job.
Yep.
Oh, it's the RV. Oh, it's not ideal.
The RV.
It's a road warrior.
So it's yeah, he's got. So what got me here is they have the
How'd
fifth
that
wheel
vehicle?
hooked to the truck to pull them both. And right as he gave it a yank, I realized, oh, maybe. But it's a lot. There's anything stuck in beach sand is really,
Especially in the water. It looks like it has suction also.
Sitting on that bed of the truck.
So this here, look, it looked like, I was like, oh my
Oh,
God, they ripped
God.
it out of the truck, but it wasn't connected. Yeah, and then this is it going by
Wow.
itself. But it's poor guy's like, it's not even holding it up, it's dragging in.
What's confusing to me is it's the same piece of machinery they're dragging.
The same area.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, somewhere there's probably a warning sign.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would agree. Don't park there.
Oh, look at that. You got a little rust hole in the fenders.
Yeah.
That's a great trick right there.
Yep.
I've used that trick personally.
Always bring with you.
I've always used like a board.
Yeah, a piece of wood. That's how
I don't have cool things like
two
tilt
by
in.
four.
He's got it two tilt. He's got it two cut.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
That ain't gonna
Use your
work out.
floor mats. Your floor mats are like rubbery on the bottom of your
Well, that's
go upside down.
Right.
Done it personally.
not a bad idea.
Let Brandon save you.
You know what I'd say is probably the best bet?
Hmm.
Don't pull a trailer down
That's another good
in the sugar sand.
I guess all are good tips if you think
Stay
about it.
out of the sand. This one said this is how you're supposed to do it. Slow and steady. I don't know. I still think dragging it through the sand is not a good idea.
I would have to venture to say don't do that.
Yeah, just try not to do that. Now, I mean, if you're in the desert, maybe that's just how it goes.
Oh, I saw something fall out from underneath the motorhome.
Yeah,
Woo!
that one wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, these are just like the
I will say this again: we do not sell any of these brands.
yeah.
You
You ain't kidding.
That's true.
and the trend now with the Sprinter chassis and the Ford Ford Class C
Mhm.
chassis,
Right.
they're 4-wheel drive. They're made to be going out in the sand.
There you go. Big difference.
Yeah.
Look, this guy's pulling.
He did.
Yeah, he's pulling the fifth wheel.
It didn't work out. You can't. You got to unhook the truck.
Yeah, man. He's gonna try to yank it.
Oh, he's going to give it a snatch.
Oh gosh.
Holy moly! Oh, he did. Dang, he got it.
Boy, that's definitely a.
That's actually solid, right?
Yeah. I ain't no stranger. This is a Ford Ranger.
Oh, here we go.
Dang.
Woo, good job, boys. Woo, that was awesome.
That was a good one there.
Yeah.
Oh, this one too. I thought was kind of interesting. It's like, does he have a 4-wheeler out there? It's like, oh no, it's I don't know.
What is that?
It's like a little rig that you put a fifth wheel, and he's pulling it from the wires from that truck on the outside.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty
I didn't understand it.
He said that'll show him to tell me I can't pull my fifth wheel with my Explorer.
good. Check this out, guys.
I don't know who's pulling who in this one.
No, this is a tug of war. We're having a tug of war competition.
I'm surprised.
Who's gonna win? I mean, why would you even go that far?
Yeah.
You know, like you're not even in the beach. You're in the desert, man. Where were you going?
Yeah.
Where were you going?
I guess, if there's a good place to boondock, he knew about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure one out there.
These guys too, you know. It's
I have driven RVs on the beach
Yep,
before,
yeah.
but you have to stay in the hard pack area,
Yeah, I'd imagine the whole time.
That's
you
right.
know? Yeah. One little slip up going that soft sand, boy.
You don't ever want to do that.
Like this guy looked like he was in the hard pack the whole time. Made one little turn, like, whoop. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Luckily, there's a truck around.
Come on. Calm before the storm.
That's it, folks. Ta-da!
See what I'm saying?
That was nice, huh?
I know what we got to do now?
What do I got?
We got the hot lift. And I don't know what units you picked.
Oh, I got good one.
So that being said, I want to start it off different.
What you got?
I would like Brandon to start off. Oh, there we go.
Wow, that is
Because
different.
it's a Tiffen.
Switch.
All right, Tiffen test drive. Let's talk about our brand new 2024 Tiffen Midas 24 MT.
Yeah, yeah.
This is one of our beautiful. What is that? Is that a B plus, Larry? Is that a C? Is that a B plus?
It's technically a Class C.
It's a Class C.
I always used to call them B pluses.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I'd like this beautiful Class C. Guess what, guys? MSRP is $164,988. Larry has taken off $55,000, giving us a sell price of that $109,988.
Yeah.
That is on a Ford Transit all-wheel drive chassis.
Okay.
So I guess you probably could have driven it up and down the beach.
I got stuck in the sand.
Right? Full body paint,
That's right.
like all Tiffen.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. Looks like it even has a slide out. And this is kind of a cool layout. Looks like when you're walking in through the entryway right behind the captain's chairs, you're walking in right to the bed, queen size bed. Looks like it's a Murphy bed.
It is a Murphy bed.
Also half sofa style. One of those. Is that one of the like folds up kind of against the wall?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Oh,
And
that's
actually, the
nice.
sofa that's underneath it
Yeah.
is comfortable, unlike most of them. With
Okay.
It doesn't have a straight up and down back. and all
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's cool.
a perfect piece of furniture.
And that's on a slide out too. So even with that bed in the down position, you could probably still walk around, get around.
Easy peasy.
Looks like it's got the kitchen right there, and then a big bathroom, even corner shower, toilet, everything that you need right in there. That's very cool. I like that.
And it has a power lift TV. So
Ooh, that comes right out of
so you
the.
push a button and comes out of the countertop.
Little television.
That's also when you're not watching TV, it's extra countertop.
Yeah.
Because in those smaller class C's
Yeah.
like this,
Usually the counter space
counter
is more
space
limited.
is at a premium, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, that's interesting. That's a good one.
So how about a Super C, huh? How's that taste?
Yeah.
Woo, huh? So we got a 2025 Thor Motor Coach Magnitude. It's an LV 35. Yeah, I know. Woo is right.
These things are nice.
It's on an
Beautiful.
F600 Ford chassis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big diesel truck chassis.
Yes, sir.
Super big, You see those 350 diesel dualies that were pulling them RVs out of the mud?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a 600.
Dang.
I'm telling you what.
Wow.
Talk about Tim Tool, the Toolman Taylor.
This car, do they come 4-wheel drive too?
Guess what this one is?
What?
4-wheel drive.
Beautiful.
You're darn right, F600. Yeah.
Oh,
It'll go where you go. It'll go on them beats.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It'll pull you out of the same.
Get in where it fits in, baby.
It's really a 36-footer.
Okay.
Like I said, it's a Super C, so it will pull 15 to 20,000 pounds. So you can pull a big race car trailer or one of those double-decker trailers. Get it to match. You'll be the cat's meow pulling in the campground.
That's rock star.
The MSRP, $308,610.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sure the truck itself was like 150.
I'd imagine. Yeah.
The sale price is $204,610. I've taken $104,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You took over $100,000 off.
over $100,000 off.
Wow.
That's pretty.
And
crazy.
it's a 2025. It's not
And
like
it's a 25.
Yeah, it's a 25.
not even a leftover,
That's insane.
These are cool. I like these too.
So it's got basically a full wall slide,
Yeah.
almost a full wall slide. I would call that almost a full
Yeah,
wall
almost.
slide. But
Wow.
so you have the big dream dinette on the slide. You got the full kitchen, got a pantry, got the closet with your stackable washer dryer prep,
Oh,
all in one big super slide, right?
yeah, man.
It has a cab over bunk that sleeps 52 by 80.
Yeah, that's
It's like
area there.
Yeah, it's
You
like
got theater seating, that is also recliners, power recliners. The entryway is in the middle. You got the kitchen. It's kind of like a big L-shaped kitchen, and the countertop goes way back in the corner, so it's got plenty of counter space. The fridge is opposite that. You got a side bath with a big 32 by 32 corner shower. Got a Queen Island walk-around bed that's north and south in the very rear. And it's ready to go camping, folks. And at that price, you won't beat it ever.
over $100,000.
I like the exterior.
Full
grill.
body paint, F600, 4x4, Super Duty diesel.
Bad.
Ready to pull whatever you got to pull.
That's awesome.
Sir. Yeah, and I'll tell you this next one too. I kind of feel is in that same line with it.
It's
Next up.
actually,
Low.
It's
Low.
bigger.
It's bigger. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. The 2025 Tiffen Motorhome Allegro Bay 38BB. This guy, man.
When
this
I
is
say it's
something
bigger,
special.
it's a Freightliner chassis.
Yep.
So it's more like a semi-truck.
Gotcha.
You'd be
To where the other
for
one is
big
just
boy.
a diesel pickup truck type.
F600 Ford
F600, yeah. Ford
pickup truck. cab, basically.
Man, this is something else here. Okay. So this guy is 39 foot in length, sleeps 8, has a seating capacity of 2. That's funny that it just lists that. You could sit anywhere. You could definitely sit more than 2 people in this. All right, so let's go through the walkthrough. So this has basically almost a full wall slide itself as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dinette and let's see. So you have your boot dinette, your kitchen area, so your microwave stove, 2 sinks area, your recreational fridge, TV, and
It's a bath and a half, folks. Everybody wants to
Wardrobe.
know.
yeah, it's a bath and a half. So that whole back end is one whole bath.
That's the main bath where the big shower is and everything.
nice.
Washer, dryer.
And then you have your side bath next to
Side bath that's in the kitchen area and in
man.
the living area. So somebody
Easy
can
access.
sleepy pie in the back, and you don't have to disturb them when you go to the pot.
Heck
potty.
yeah. And we got an overhead bunk.
How about the pricing? What we got?
So the pricing is, I got excited for this big guy. She is $407,417 on sale right now with Larry knocking $107,000 off. On sale for $299,750.
That's a great deal.
Strong like
Man.
a bull, Larry.
And this is a big Freightliner chassis, so it has the rope that you pull for the air horn.
Heck yeah.
Does it actually?
Kind of like a semi.
That's
It
cool.
does.
That's
It
cool.
has air seats,
It just
so they're bouncy.
it
I
looks
love 'em.
it.
I love them.
You look like you're a rock star. Everybody pulling in.
Yeah,
Like,
it
what's
has
in that?
huge fuel capacity, like 100 gallons of diesel fuel.
Does it really? Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, maybe more.
You
Dual,
know,
and most of the time you feel it on both sides. So it's made for when you go into the truck stops
Okay.
for fueling. You get fuel on both sides at the same time.
Hang on though. You have to move it, or if one side fills both tanks.
No, you see,
Yeah, you
in a truck stop in the big truck diesel lane,
Uh-huh.
there's 2 fuel hoses.
Oh, so you can.
For one on each side, because those big round tanks that you see,
Yeah, like
semi-trucks,
on the semi
they're
truck.
on both sides.
Okay.
So they're made to be filled at the same time.
Learning right now.
And this
Always
RV
thought it was
has
connected.
fuel fills on both sides.
Is that just for efficiency? So that way the truck fills up faster? Is that kind of the idea?
Well,
Well,
so you wouldn't have to move it.
You'd have to back your rig up and
Yeah, and that's
turn
switch
around.
sides.
So it's separate fuel tanks. It's not one tank with two.
Right.
right,
Gotcha.
it's separate fuel.
And and many people have never pulled into the semi truck fuel.
Yeah,
lanes.
Never.
They're basically where in cars you only have you have to pick the right side.
Yeah.
In semis, there's pumps on both sides,
So that you
and they're
pump
single
both.
lanes. They're one truck in a lane. That's
That's pretty interesting, man. Yeah, that was a new one.
yeah.
Never
and,
knew.
and they're super turbo fast.
Now I gotta imagine in the cab there's something you're switching to go, or does it automatically know which tank to pull from?
It definitely has a switch.
Has a switch for it.
Many
Man,
times
wow.
it'll automatically switch though, so you don't run out because it's bad to do in a diesel. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
And
run
you have
out
to
of
bleed
diesel.
you have to bleed the lines out if you do run out.
Oh wow.
So yeah, many of them will auto switch and like a warning light will come on.
Okay.
So you manually switch it and you go fuel up, go find
So
fuel.
you know what's going on. Yeah, yeah.
That's the idea.
Oh, it's pretty slick. Yeah, man.
There you have it. Very cool, right?
That was a new one.
Full body paint, Tiffen quality through and through. This one definitely
yeah.
pulls 20,000 pounds.
Sorry to hang on this. Like in a Class C, you have your generator tank and your regular gas tank, but those are connected, right? Like that.
It's
still
the same tank.
Same tank.
Usually. Yeah, and the generator will only draw out of that tank up until 80% or 20%.
Oh, so it doesn't run you out of
Yeah,
gas while you're driving.
Run you out of gas.
Or wake up. You use it for camping overnight in the parking lot. You don't wake up and
Wake
go out
up
of bed.
and just be
Right.
an empty.
And you're stranded.
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Good feature to add
Yeah.
there. Yeah, man.
Right.
All right.
Next up, we got our 2025 Forest River Cedar Creek Cottage 40 CBK.
Yay.
MSRP of this beautiful unit is $119,368. Luckily, Larry's taken $35,000 off to our sale price of the beautiful $84,368.
Yeah, man.
Wow, this is a beautiful destination trailer. It's 41 feet long, and she is just shining. Luckily, this has 3 big slide outs inside.
Oh, yeah.
You have 2 different entrances. If you're coming in from the front of the RV, you're going to see the king size bed right in the master bedroom at the very front. When you walk in there, you got a big dresser, you got a TV, you got a little storage unit, big wardrobe. But headed towards the back, you're going to walk through the kitchen. There's a little island there with a sink built into it. You have optional 2 chairs, it looks like, for the dining table, and then a little ottoman, so kind of like booth style on the one side.
Yeah.
There is a Murphy pantry with hidden storage behind the TV and fireplace across from a little L-shaped sectional sofa, kind of like you have at home. And then you have steps leading up to the top where you'll have 2 bunks above the master or the, I guess, main bath, right? 1 bath. Yeah, but just be the main bathroom. Washer, dryer, prep inside, nice residential shower. But going back, one thing I did miss is even in the master bedroom at the front of the RV, you have 3 bunks up there. So really, Larry, if I'm looking at this right, this could sleep, what is this, 3, 5, 7 people? 7 people and something like this in a destination?
Well, basically, it has 2 lofts.
Yeah, I love that.
It has a front loft and a rear loft.
In the rear. Yeah, man. That's
With
right.
their own built-in.
Yeah, I do see these steps. It looks like there's a little steps right there next to the fridge. Is that what I'm seeing?
It is.
Okay,
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah, man. That's
So you don't have to take a ladder and put it up. It has built-in steps for both lofts.
Safer, especially for like little kids.
What a cool thing to have. If you have a beautiful piece of property, saying you put this on there,
Yeah, man.
and you get it all plumbed in and power up and everything like that. What a good thing to rent out.
Yep. Or use it as like a little guest house for family or something.
tell you right.
That could be a whole business going on right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And this one, I don't think it has a sliding glass door. It may, but I know you were talking earlier about the financing of these RVs, and this one, although it is an RV, it has an RV title and it's RVDA certified. If it has a sliding glass door, that's many of the banks say no.
Yep. Sliding glass doors or porches. A lot of the newer ones that have the outside porch, not the toy hauler style, but a fixed porch with a fixed roof. Those can be a little bit more challenging with the lenders.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Good news is we have a great finance team with many options,
Many options.
and we will find the right match for you.
If you got the credit, honey, we know where to find a loan for you.
That's right. Listen, we got you.
All right, so Dwayne, I think I'm going to take us home with the last one.
Take us
Okay, come on.
Here, we got a 2025 brand new. I'm sorry, that's not true. I digress.
It's all right. You can take us home.
half true.
Just go slow. Go slow.
You're half true.
I'm sorry, yeah. See, you got it mixed up. But I have a 2024 Forest River East to West Handera. It's a Model 22 RK.
Yeah.
And it is currently located in our Palm Bay location.
Yes, sir.
Pending deal.
Ooh.
There's a pending sale on it.
Someone snatched up the hot list as it was hot. It was cooking.
Today. $65,000 was the MSRP. We had it on sale for $36,912.
Wow.
That's over $28,000 off MSRP.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's great about this particular trailer is the GVWR, the most that this trailer can weigh, including all the stuff you put in it, is 11,340 pounds.
Whoa.
Which is under many of the heavy half-ton weight ratings.
Yeah, man.
So this is definitely half-ton towable.
Half-ton towable. Yes,
The dry weight is only 7,724.
Yeah,
wow.
that's less than some travel trailers that we
Much
have.
less.
But you get in the space of a fifth wheel.
But it's a great floor plan. It has the rear. It's a rear slide.
Okay.
The slide is in the rear anyway, and it's got the 78-inch sofa theater seating. It's got a 10 cubic foot fridge inside that slide room.
Yeah.
It's a rear kitchen, so the whole rear wall is the countertop. It's a rear entry. Across from that theater seating is your 50-inch TV and entertainment center. And it's got shoe storage built in. It's that entertainment center opens, and it's got storage behind it.
Oh, wow. Look at it.
You know,
Oh, man.
This is a great floor plan for a couple.
Yeah, would you say this is more of a starter fifth wheel?
I would definitely say this is a great first-timer fit.
First timer fifth
But if you don't have the super big truck and you don't want it,
You
this
still,
is for you.
yeah.
Make sure you come and visit any of our 3 locations.
Come on.
We'll be glad to be of service, and we would appreciate it much. Have a great weekend, everybody.
We love you.
Giant recreation world. Enter the world